The last time I talked about Roblox destroying classic games was to commend their efforts in personally manually restoring them based on the complaints that they were seeing on Twitter. Today, however, is the complete opposite because they seem to have basically forgotten about the entire thing. It feels like a lot of people have already started to move on from this situation, but honestly, I don't think I and many other people can. Roblox recently made an update that ended up making far too many beloved classic games completely unplayable, and in turn, it upset a lot of people. It's most certainly still happening and is still a problem right now as we speak, but a lot of people seem to already be forgetting about it or moving on, including Roblox themselves. If that's how some people want to treat this, then that is entirely their choice, but when something like this means so much to so many people, I feel like the only option is to keep fighting for it. Which is exactly what this one person did when they came into my Discord server to tell me, hey there, I want to let you know that a bunch of people have forgotten about the situation where Roblox unrated a ton of Roblox games. Most people think that Roblox is finished rating popular games already, however, this is sadly not the case. Of course, everyone already knows Roblox saw our concerns when they first announced their plans to go through with this update. They specifically told us they saw our feedback and had come up with a solution based on that, which was pretty much them saying, we understand that many classic experiences are no longer actively maintained and we want to help keep these popular classics available for players to enjoy. As part of our commitment to legacy content on Roblox, we will identify notable experiences from creators who are no longer active on Roblox and ensure they have content maturity labels. They basically promised us that they would save old classic games based on factors like their lifetime visits, recent visits, and how many people had favorited the games overall. That sounded incredible, that sounded amazing, and whilst we still acknowledged there was no escaping, some games would still end up being sacrificed, everyone was pretty happy with this solution. Until the update actually happened and Roblox did save a few classic games, that was amazing, but it wasn't really anywhere near the conditions of their promise to us. I mean, the whole premise of this post sent to me by the creator is to mention that games with over 100 million visits are still unplayable because of this update. Their message continued by saying, I did some research and found out that there are multiple 100 million plus visit Roblox games that are still unrated on the platform. There is even a Roblox game that has 1 billion visits that is still unrated, which is Weightlifting Simulator 3. That's absolutely insane to me. The last time I talked about this, it was because Roblox was replying to people in the community complaining about this update by posting screenshots of classic games that had become unplayable, and Roblox was replying to all of those people because they had gone through and manually restored all of them and they wanted to let everyone know that they were doing that. During that, I thought it was crazy enough to see that Classic Crossroads, a game literally created by Roblox themselves, had fallen to this because that one has over 10 million visits. I thought that was a lot for a classic game. Now I'm sitting here on the page for Weightlifting Simulator 3 and this one isn't even a classic game. This one was created in 2018. It was last updated in 2020. It has over 1 billion visits and it's still unplayable right now as I am speaking. The message in my Discord server continued again. What I'm trying to say is that Roblox is technically not even manually reviewing the most popular unrated Roblox games, and they said they would preserve Roblox games that have over 1,000 visits. If that's really the case, it would take at least years for Roblox to do it at this rate, potentially forever, which I hope does not happen. You don't have to make a video about this situation, but I just want to let you know that the unrated Roblox game situation is a lot worse than what we thought. Yeah, well, I knew it was bad. Everyone knows that it's bad, and the only reason I technically made a video about this previously was pretty much to praise Roblox for seemingly trying so hard to fix it and telling everyone that they were trying so hard to fix it. I do definitely still commend their efforts. I absolutely love seeing this new era of Roblox, especially over on Twitter, where they are replying to people in the community in a genuinely relatable way, and the purpose of their replies is to actually help us. We've never really seen them do anything like that before or be in this state. It's basically like we just saw Roblox evolve before our very eyes. But as I said, they made a promise to protect and save classic games based on factors that we could somewhat control, and well, despite everyone's best efforts, it almost seems like they just forgot about said promise and sat there with their fingers crossed when they released the update, hoping that we would also forget about it. Anyway, this person who came to me in my Discord server came up with a solution in their dev forum post about this, and it's honestly pretty simple. They think that anyone 13 plus should be able to enter unrated games, and that's literally it. I don't think that's such a terrible idea, or at the very least, I guess they could make unrated games available for 18 plus age verified accounts. That one especially holds no dangers or issues, although they did also mention that they think ages 5 plus should see that unrated games remain private for them, completely unplayable, which is definitely true, but I think it should apply to everyone under 13, not just anyone under 5, because they also said anyone ages 9 plus can visit unrated Roblox games in terms of links, but I think that is a really bad idea and could quite honestly end up becoming a dangerous idea. But for the 13 plus thing, I mean, Roblox have allowed it for anyone no matter what age you are since pretty much the beginning of Roblox. I do think making unrated games unplayable is a great safety feature and probably the bare minimum, but if they are going to fail to save classic games as they had promised to do so, then I just don't see the problem in at least allowing 18 plus accounts to play unrated games again. At the end of the day, I think it's really disappointing to see Roblox make a promise that so many people believed in and then not really follow through with it. They did for a few games, and they even restored a lot of them that people were complaining about losing on Twitter, but as we have now seen, there are still so many out there, even some with billions of visits, that are still unrated and unplayable because of this update. And a lot of them, these weren't just random old games that everyone is going to forget about. These were important parts of Roblox's history made by people who helped build the platform into what it is today. I just don't think people are asking for too much here. We just want Roblox to keep their word and make sure the games that shaped their platform aren't being left behind or forgotten, especially because they promised that they would ensure that wouldn't happen. I know not everyone is still talking about this anymore, but that doesn't really mean that it's over. As long as these classic games or even some of these older games remain unplayable, I think it's still definitely worth bringing attention to. So please, the comments is the place to go. Tell me what you guys think about Roblox games still being unrated, still being unplayable, including games with over 1 billion visits. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.